Why?
Audience. Dang. Here we go.
According to the University of Chattanooga, Tennessee's Tips for Interview Success, the job interview is by far the most commonly used selection tool. What happens during an interview can account for as much as 42% of the difference in hiring recommendations. At one point in their life, every single person will do an interview for a job. With the information that you learned today, you should be able to know what it takes to succeed and become a great interviewee. I've been taking business classes in high school and in college that have all stressed the importance of the interview process over and over. I've done numerous mock interviews as well as 5 actual interviews for different jobs and volunteer positions. Interviewing can be broken down into 3 easy steps: what to do before the interview, what to do during the interview, and what you should do afterwards. Whether you have been in numerous interviews or never done one at all, this speech will provide you with new information that can help make the interview process go smoother. During an interview, preparation can make all the difference. If you plan ahead, you'll be much more confident during the actual interview process. The first step to preparing for an interview is to prepare your resume. Try to keep the resume to 1 page, or at least keep all of the important information on the first page. Focus on relevant information as well, such as if you're applying for a restaurant job, you probably shouldn't focus on the fact that you babysat for your friend's little sister. Remember, even if you have never had a job, think about activities that you can add on there. For example, if you're in a sorority, add the fact that you were an event planner for them, or the fact that you were the president. The next step to preparation is to get online and know what the company is all about. Be sure that you research the company a lot. Know about their goals, recent accomplishments, and their mission statement. Using this information, you can tie in some of your attributes to what they believe to be important. If the company is local and you can't find very much information about them online, head to the local library and do some research at their archives about the company. Be sure that you know all about yourself. What is your goal with this interview? What is the position that you're trying to obtain? And why do you want it? What are the skills that you're trying to sell about yourself? List your past jobs and accomplishments. What did these past jobs and accomplishments require? For example, if you played a sport, such as basketball or baseball, you can focus on the fact that that required a lot of teamwork and working with other people. Next, talk about your personal assets. Do you work well with others? Also talk about the fact that you have attributes such as creativity, flexibility, the fact that you're friendly, kind, or easygoing. Focus on the fact that practice makes perfect. Find a mock interview to use, like a family member or a friend, to ask potential interview questions. If you can't find someone, use a mirror or a camera to judge your speech and your body language. Really focus on being yourself and answer the questions like you would in any other situation. When you're heading to the interview, be sure to dress to impress. Dress the way you would if you were going to this job every day. If you aren't sure what to dress like, guys should try to dress in a dress shirt or slacks, and even potentially a tie. Girls should just be sure to dress appropriately. Don't wear too short of skirts. Have good personal hygiene as well. A good haircut, clean fingernails, and appropriate jewelry can go a long way. Try to avoid perfume or aftershave, as well as bright colors. Many interviewers find that they do not want applicants to be trendy or fashionable. On the day of the interview, be sure that you arrive about 10 minutes early as well. You can take this time to use the restroom or take a few minutes to focus in on what you plan on saying. According to interview statistics posted by CareerGeek.com, 33% of interviewers claim that they knew within the first 90 seconds of an interview whether they would hire someone or not. This means that the first impression is crucial. The first thing to focus on is the handshake. It should be about 2 seconds long, and you should make good eye contact and be sure to smile. Be sure to use an enthusiastic greeting as well. Be sure you know what kind of questions that your interviewer plans to ask you as well. Some questions you should be prepared to answer are: what do you know about our company? What are your strengths or weaknesses? How do you work in a team environment? How do you work under short time constraints? and what you like or dislike about your current company. Be sure you take the time and answer these questions well. It is not a bad thing to take a second and gather yourself. The interviewer will probably have more respect for someone who is not afraid to put some thought into their answer. Do not ramble. Try to keep your answers short and hit all your strong points quickly. And in the end, always work to maintain eye contact. Eye contact tells your interviewer that you have trust and you're confident in your answers. Also focus on being yourself. Do not try to answer the question the way you think that the answer should be. Do not try to be something that you are not. People that interview a lot can spot people that are acting very easily. Be proud of what you have done and what you can do. At the end of the interview, ask questions of your interviewer. Try to clarify points that you do not understand. Some of these questions include, who is your biggest competitor and what do you like to do outside of work? As soon as the interview has concluded, shake the interviewer's hand again and thank them for their time. However, even though the actual interview might be over, the interview process is not complete. Following up is an extremely important step that is often overlooked. It shows that you understand that the interviewer spent the time on you and that you genuinely appreciate it. It also shows that you are very interested in the job. The most efficient way of doing this is writing a short and quick thank you letter. Tell the interviewer that you appreciate their time and their organization. This is the time to also add in anything you forgot or any additional information that you offered to send, such as an extra copy of your resume. Many people forget this simple courtesy, and it can help you stand out from the crowd. I hope everyone in this room now understands the importance of the interview process. Preparation is the key to a successful interview. With preparation, all the other pieces will fall into place. Are there any questions at this time? Anyone? All right then. Interviewing is an extremely mental process. While there are many things that you might think you need to remember, in the end, just focus on being yourself. If you're truly passionate about the job, then the company will most likely be passionate about you.
Good job, Sarah.
Go, Sarah.